topic which I am going to introduce is the business services. So here you will be seeing what are the various services that a business enterprises uses. So before I start explaining regarding various business services, I would like you all to understand what is the difference between an item, goods and services. So children, business activity we all experience most of the time in our life, like let us say purchasing an ice cream or going to a cinema hall and purchasing a video cassette. Okay, going to a cinema hall, buying the ticket and watching the movie over there. Okay, so that is regarding the various items which we take and the services. Now services means which cannot be seen. These are also we are using but we cannot touch them. They are intangible in nature. For example, if you go to a doctor and you take treatment for some a health issue, you are using the treatment given by the doctor but you cannot actually touch it. So this is what is called as the service. The doctor is giving you the service by giving you that medical aid, by giving you the proper treatment to recover from that health issue. So that is one of the examples, beautiful examples of services. Or you can say a teacher teaching, you are getting the knowledge but you cannot actually touch it. Or let us say an advocate, when he is giving you an advice on something regarding a case, you are paying them the fees but then you cannot actually touch that advice what is being given to you. So that is what is service. So what are the services a business uses, you'll be seeing very soon. If we Okay, so just have a look at this slide, the second slide. Services are all those economic activities that are intangible and imply an interaction to be realized between the service provider and the consumer. So these are the activities, those are intangible in nature but then it is used by a consumer, the person who actually is using that service. So a service is an action that a person does for someone else. Like I said, a doctor is providing the service of medicine to his patients. Like example C, goods are items you buy such as food, clothing, toys, furniture and toothpaste. Whereas services are actions such as haircuts, medical checkups, mail delivery, you can say any car repair or teaching. These all comes under services. So let us go to the next slide. It is regarding the characteristics of a service. First one is intangibility. When using a service, you cannot actually touch it but then you are using it, you experience it. Like treatment by a doctor, one cannot touch a doctor's treatment but can only experience it. That is intangibility. Next we have inconsistency. Inconsistency means services are they are performed each time and different customers, they have different demands and different expectations. So it is not constant. When a service is being provided, it is actually different from customer to customer, or let us say consumer to consumer. So that is what inconsistency is all about. Then we have inseparability. Inseparability means the services these activities like of production and consumption, the service is inseparable. Like you say the doctor's treatment, you cannot separate the treatment and doctor, both are same. So that is what is inseparability all about. The next point we have is inventory. Inventory means you cannot store the services for any future use. Like services, they are perishable, means they get exhausted if you don't use them. And for example, let us say a railway, if you have taken a train journey, the railway ticket you can preserve but the railway journey, the actual service which you are taking, that cannot be preserved for its usage. So that is what the fourth point it tells about inventory. Inventory means the services which are being provided, they cannot be stored. Then we have involvement. Here the customer's participation is there at the time of services being delivered. Like let us say if you are taking the treatment from a doctor, without you being there, the doctor cannot provide the treatment. So that is what is involvement. Involvement means the customer's involvement is there when the service is being taken. So as per the changes, as per the taste, or as per the wish of the customer, the services could be modified and used. So these are various characteristics of services. Then we have the difference between service and goods. If we talk about the nature, services, it is an activity or process, and whereas good is a physical object, it is an item. Like example, when you go to a theater and watch a movie, the process of watching, you are utilizing the services which are provided in that theater, that is called as service. Whereas in case if you buy a video cassette home and you watch a movie, that product is there with you, so that is what is called as goods. Then we have type. Heterogeneous. Services are heterogeneous in nature, means different. Each and every customer, they take that service in a different way. Like when you go to a doctor, treatment won't be same for all the patients, it will be different. So that is what this point it tells about. The type of service is heterogeneous, it's different. And whereas goods is homogeneous, means when you buy that product, it's going to be same for every customer. That's what the word homogeneous speaks about. Then we have intangibility. The services cannot be touched, they are intangible in nature, whereas goods can be touched and felt, they are tangible in nature. Then we have inconsistency. Goods are consistent, whereas services are different. Like see, different customers having different demands. When you take mobile services, for example, let us say that there are various customers who are using the idea services. Each and everyone's preference is separate, their data limit or what talk time they want to take for. Is it going to be a prepaid or a postpaid service that they want to avail? So that is about services. Whereas the goods, standardized demands are there. For example, mobile phones. If a mobile phone is being used by a customer, let us say iPhone, it's going to be same for all the customer, but the services which are provided by those particular mobile companies, or let us say network organizations like Airtel and Idea, that is going to be different. So that is about inconsistency. Inseparability. The production and consumption cannot be separated in case of service, whereas it can be separated in case of goods. Like having an ice cream in a restaurant, you take the ice cream, you have it there in the restaurant, so you are using all the services there of the waiter who is bringing the ice cream to you, the ambience of the restaurant, okay. And whereas goods, if you took an ice cream packet home and you had it, that you have that product with you, you purchased it and it's going to be with you, it's up to you how you are going to eat that ice cream. So that comes under goods. The next we have is inventory. Services, it cannot be stocked, whereas goods can be stocked. Like for example, experience of a train journey, it is service, a nature of service. And goods, train journey ticket which you can store, tangible and intangible. Then involvement, here involvement is all about the customer's involvement at the time of using that service or product. When the goods is being manufactured or the good is being prepared, the customer doesn't have to be there, but when the service is being provided, it's must that customer is there, the consumer of that particular service is available. For example, if you see self service in a fast food joint, when we go to a fast food joint, we take our plate and we serve ourselves. So that is so here the customer is consuming the products of the fast food, so he is supposed to be there. And whereas manufacturing a vehicle, you bought a car is a good, but when the car was being prepared, you don't have to be there. So that is what is about this last differentiation between services and goods. After this, have a look at the types of business services. So business services are all the services, children, which a business enterprise it uses in fulfilling, functioning, conducting its activities. Like banking, The business enterprises, they take the help of banking, they also take the help of insurance companies. Warehousing is one of the services which is provided to the business enterprises, and also the transportation. So we'll see banking. Banking is an institution, dear students, which deals with money and credit. So, what a bank generally does is it accepts the deposits from the public, from the general people, and these funds, it makes them available to the people who are actually in need of it. So, what it does is it takes money from the people and it provides to the people who are in need of that money in form of loans and all. So when the bank is taking money from the people, it is it's more safe also, rather than we having keeping all the money at our home. It's safe to put it in a bank, and on top of that we get interest also on that. Bank pays the interest because it is our money which is there with them, and they circulate this money and provide it to the people who wants it in form of loans, various kinds of loans, which you all are going to see in the further of this chapter. Just have a look at the definition. According to Crowther, a bank is a financial institution which collects money from those who have it to spare. Okay, after meeting all our needs, whatever amount is left with us, we can save it. And just see further in the definition, or who are saving it out of their incomes and lends this money to those who require it. Okay, some people purposely they save a part of their income to use it in future, as that is again their discretion how they want to use it. So what I mean to say is, bank is a financial institution which collects the money from people who either have extra than what they have, or some people who are habituated to who make it as a habit of theirs to save a little part of their money in form of savings for their future, and this money is lent to people who actually require it. Now, the next definition, if you see, according to Indian Banking Regulation Act 1949, banking means the accepting for the purpose of lending. So, who is accepting? Bank is accepting the amount and it is lending to the people who want that amount, or investment of deposits of money from the public. Okay, or public who want to invest in a bank for various reasons. You will see various kinds of deposit and how we can invest in a bank in the further slides. Okay, so here investment of deposit of money is being done by the public, by the people, and whenever the person, the account holder of that bank asks for the money, he can withdraw it anytime, and the bank is supposed to payable whenever the demand raises from the account holder's side. So that was about the banking. In simple terms, what you have to understand is, bank, it takes deposit from the public and it makes this money, this deposits which it has taken to the people who are actually in need of it. So that is what is told in both these definitions. I'll just end with this slide. Just have a look. What are the functions of commercial bank? So functions of a bank we are seeing. What is their foremost function? Primary and secondary, these are two different functions that a bank does. Primary functions, if you see, we have accepting of deposits. Again, you'll learn in detail various kinds of deposits here. You'll see about fixed deposit, current deposit, saving and recurring deposits. Then foremost function, again, granting of loans, giving loans to the people who are actually in need of money. Then provision of a payment system, where you don't have to carry cash. Like one of the beautiful examples is check, and online banking has come, which is so much into vague now. So many applications have come. Okay, we'll see that in our further class. Right now for you, it is important to know that it is again one of the major functions, major activities that a bank does is it provides a provision for the payment making. Then we have credit creation. Banks, they are very good in creating the credit by advancing loans. All right, so these were the primary functions. Secondary, soon I'll be telling. Okay, thank you so much for listening to today's class, dear students. Have a great day.